Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today, we are diving deep into another fascinating coin from American history and value of this video. So let's get started. The 1969 United States one-dime coin, better known as the Roosevelt Dime, is a historically important small denomination coin that continues to attract the attention of collectors because of its connection to mid-20th century American coinage, its large mintage numbers, and the subtle differences in condition, mint mark, and era varieties that can greatly affect its value even when the coin is in old circulated condition. The coin itself carries the familiar design first introduced in 1946 after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with his left-facing portrait on the obverse along with the word Liberty, the motto In God We Trust, and the date 1969. While the reverse displays a torch representing liberty flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence, along with the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime. By 1969, dimes were no longer made of silver, as the mint had shifted in 1965 to a copper-nickel clad composition over a pure copper core, which means that circulated examples from this year contain no silver value and generally trade close to their face value of 10 cents if heavily worn. The Philadelphia Mint produced the 1969 dime without a mint mark, and because of a high mintage, most coins in old circulated condition are only worth 10 to 20 cents, while coins in higher uncirculated condition can range from $1 to $20, with superb gem grade certified MS66 or MS67 possibly reaching $50 to $150. The Denver Mint struck the 1969 D dime, also in large numbers, which makes circulated old condition pieces worth about the same as face value, but in higher mint state condition, especially coins with strong luster and no contact marks, values climb similarly into the $10 to $150 range depending on grade. The San Francisco Mint in 1969 produced proof dimes, which were sold directly to collectors in proof sets. These coins, identified with an S mint mark, are generally found in much better condition with mirrored fields and frosted design details. And while a typical clad proof may only be worth $2 to $5, a deep cameo, DCAM, proof can be worth $20 to $100 in pristine condition. Collectors also pay special attention to error coins and die varieties. And for the 1969 dime, errors such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, double dies, missing clad layers, or wrong planchet errors can fetch values from $25 to several $100s, depending on severity and eye appeal. Some of the most dramatic errors, such as a 1969 dime struck on a silver planchet or on a foreign coin blank, can sell for thousands of dollars because they combine rarity with collector intrigue. In terms of old condition coins, most 1969 dimes pulled from circulation today will show wear on Roosevelt's hair and face, weaker lettering, and diminished detail on the reverse torch and branches, which keeps their market value very close to 10 cents. But collectors who carefully examine rolls of dimes sometimes find better preserved coins or minor minting anomalies that command premiums well above face. The key to understanding the full long value of a 1969 dime is to separate common worn examples, which are almost always just pocket change, from exceptional specimens in mint state or proof condition, or from unique error strikes, as those are the areas where serious collector interest and higher prices appear. Therefore, while the 1969 dime in old circulated condition is not rare and is worth very little more than its denomination, the broader picture includes the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco issues, the condition spectrum from well-worn to gem uncirculated, and the fascinating world of mint errors and varieties that elevate certain coins from a simple 10-cent piece into a collectible worth many dollars, making the 1969 Roosevelt dime a coin that rewards patient study, close inspection, and knowledge of numismatics.
The 1986 United States one-dime coin commonly known as the Roosevelt Dime, is part of the long-running Roosevelt Dime series that began in 1946 and continues to the present day. And while at first glance it appears to be just another modern circulation coin, its background, production details, condition factors, and collectible appeal all contribute to its full long value. Information even when it is found in old, circulated condition. By 1986, dimes were struck entirely in copper-nickel. Clad composition, outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core rather than silver, a change that had been implemented since 1965 due to rising silver prices and the government's decision to conserve precious metals. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, with inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," the date 1986, and the mint mark, while the reverse depicts a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Surrounded by the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, and one dime in terms of mint production, 1986 dimes were struck at two major facilities, the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, D, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins with the S mint mark. In circulated old condition, both the 1986p and 1986D dimes are extremely common and generally worth only their face value of 10 cents because hundreds of millions were struck for circulation, and as such, they are not rare or scarce in worn grades. However, condition plays a major role. Uncirculated examples in mint state, MS60, MS65, often range from $1 to $5, and superb gem examples, MES66, MS68, certified by grading services, can sell for $20, $50, or even above $100 when they display sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and full luster. The 1986S proof dime, struck exclusively for collectors, was sold in proof sets and is much more visually appealing, with mirrored fields and frosted details. Standard proof examples are worth about $2, $5, while Deep Cameo, DCAM, proofs in perfect PR 69 PR70 condition can command $15, $50, or more depending on demand. Collectors also search for minting errors and varieties from this year, as these can elevate the value significantly. Common errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, broad strikes, die cracks, and missing clad layers, with values ranging from $10 to $100 depending on severity, while dramatic or rare errors such as double denomination strikes or transitional wrong planchette errors could be worth several $100s. It is also important to note that in 1986, the San Francisco Mint had transitioned fully to clad proofs, meaning that no silver proof dimes were issued that year, so any 1986 dime found in silver would be a major mint error and extremely valuable. In old circulated
condition, the typical 1986 dime will exhibit wear on Roosevelt's hair, facial features, and the lettering, with the reverse torch and branches showing flattening and loss of detail, keeping its collectible value close to 10 cents unless a special variety is present. The broader significance of the 1986 dime lies in its role as a representative of U.S. coinage in the 1980s, a period when mintage numbers were extremely high and coins were produced for heavy circulation. But for collectors, the appeal comes in searching for high-grade survivors, pristine proofs, or error coins that stand out from the mass-produced issues. Therefore, the full long value of the 1986 Roosevelt Dime in old condition is modest, usually just face value, but with the potential to rise substantially, depending on mint mark preservation quality or presence of minting anomalies, making it a coin that at first seems ordinary but reveals deeper layers of interest upon close inspection and knowledge of numismatics.